Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Ashley and today I'm going to go through the steps that I had to make my biggest chocolate eclair. I just got to make it. Was moist, it was rich, it was soft on the inside and full of flavor. And you guys should also try this and comment down below which food that you want to be made big and I can make it for you. For a normal eclair, divide the recipe by 3 and mix it all up as directed in this video. On medium-high heat, place your saucepan and add milk and vanilla. If you have vanilla bean, that's great. You just cut it in half and scrape all the goodies inside and mix it with the milk. But if you still have vanilla essence, it's still fine. I used vanilla essence and it's going to work out just perfectly fine. Leave it until it comes to a rolling boil. And once it has boiled, remove it from the heat immediately and let it cool while we prepare other ingredients. In a large bowl, crack eggs, separating the egg whites and the egg yolks. And I like to use a flat surface because I have minimum accidents of having eggshells in my cracked eggs as compared to using the edges of a bowl. And as you know, I like using my hands to separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. So here I'm using my hands. Once you are done with the egg yolk, add sugar and whisk vigorously until it is fluffy and pale. For this process, you can use a whisk or a stand mixer if you want to. Make sure to scrape off the bowl. Add cornstarch little by little. As you can see, I used a circular motion to prevent it from developing lumps and we don't want that in our mixture. Repeat this until you are done and the mixture is smooth. Do not forget to scrape off the sides. This is so important and you don't want to ignore this. The consistency that you're looking for is slightly thick but runny. So it's time to add milk. 1/4 cup milk at a time. Add 1/4 at a time to control the lumps in the mixing process and it's way easier to mix. Before adding another 1/4, make sure you mix it thoroughly. And as you can see, the color starts to change. Once done, pour the egg mixture into the saucepan with the milk and place it on medium heat. Continue whisking to prevent sticking on the bottom. I'll be using a wooden spoon because it's going to be thick. Stir the mixture until it starts to bubble. Once it all comes together, remove from heat and add butter and combine. I used a hand sieve to smooth out my custard. It's not always necessary, but I just wanted to make sure that my custard is as smooth as possible. Scrape off all the sides to get all the goodies out and smooth on the top. Cover with a cling wrap to prevent a skin from forming. Make sure no air can creep in and let it cool completely before you can use it, about an hour. Now let's go for the pastry. In a saucepan, add water, salt, sugar, and butter. Mix it on medium-high heat and bring it to a boil. Once it has boiled, remove it from heat and add flour immediately all at once and mix it. If you're using a stand mixer, please do mix until the flour is all incorporated with all the liquids that is in your saucepan. At this point, I used a stand mixer to finish mixing my dough, and you might want to let your dough sit for at least 2 to 3 minutes before you can add the eggs. Add eggs one at a time. No worries if the dough starts to separate. Continue whisking, it will eventually come together. The mixer should be thick but runny and should not stand on the paddle attachment. Prepare your baking sheet with a parchment paper. I used a Ziploc bag, but you can use a piping bag if you have one. For the egg wash, you need 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of water. Beat it up and use your brush to brush on top of the pastry. Now our pastry is done and it's ready to go into the oven. Bake for 15 minutes at a preheated oven of 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Once done, reduce heat to 375 degrees Fahrenheit for additional 25 minutes or until golden brown. For the custard filling, I'm going to be using a piping bag, and I didn't have a long nozzle, so I had to make my own. Get the custard in the bag. And once your custard is ready, pop that into at the bottom of your shell and squeeze that in to let all the custard inside. You start to feel that the shell is becoming heavy. That means the custard is all incorporated inside. And now it's time to pull it out. I pre-made my ganache, but to make the ganache from scratch, you need heavy cream and semi-sweet chocolate. You can use chocolate chips or you can use dark chocolate. It's just the same. If you have your own pre-made ganache as well, add 1/4 cup of milk to 2 cups of ganache. Microwave it for 10 seconds, mix it together, and it's all liquidy and nice. And once your ganache is ready, dip your filled shell into the chocolate. And there you have it, your filled chocolate eclair is ready to eat.